Brad Williams, Frugal Finance. Let's talk the devil in the details. Credit cards. Oh, how I loathe credit cards. The nastiest friggin' instrument, I think, out there. Well, pretty close. But credit card industry are just the CFPB. As I state, there is a lot of information on the internet, and I'm trying to provide to you the resources, the regulatory part of this thing. This is Consumer Finance Protection Bureau. As of end of 2024, this is a great resource. They're only about 4 to 6 years old. I don't know if they're going to be around over the next 4 years. The new administration frowns on any kind of regulatory aspect, and I just think that is absolutely wrong. Why? Because credit card companies are just absolute thieves. What they make in terms of screwing the American people is just grotesque. Over $1 trillion in terms of revenue. All right, is that fair? No. That being said, there are a lot of terms and conditions in that super fine print that they never discuss. They leave it up to you to accept online. You accept the terms and conditions. And the damn lawyers always put this in such legalese, it's difficult to understand. And then they could take a 2-paragraph explanation and extend it to 17 pages. Why? Because it's their job to screw you. And I'm not going to even be friendly. I just despise credit card companies. Charging 30% along with the late fees and then the sneeze fees and the sun coming up fees. So you need to be cognizant of this. If you have more than 1 or 2 credit cards, I personally encourage you to get rid of all but 2. I strongly encourage you to never, ever, ever pay interest. 29%, 30% late fees. That could be up to 45% annually. Can my credit card company change the terms of my account? Yes and no. The credit card company has the right to change the terms of your credit card agreement. Yeah. For significant changes, the card issuer generally must give you a 45-day advance notice. What does that mean? Significant changes generally include increases in certain interest rates and fees, increases to the minimum amount due, or changes to the grace period of the way interest is calculated. Yeah, they can pull the rug out from under you. You might not receive notice 45 days in advance about the changes to the benefits you get from the credit card group, such as points or cash rewards, or changes in the brand, for example, changing from Visa to MasterCard or vice versa, because these changes are, in their opinion, not to be significant. Well, again, it's subjective, and if you put enough lobbyists in a particular arena, they're going to convince someone to say, well, we don't think that's significant. There are restrictions on what changes card companies can make. For example, card companies generally cannot increase the interest rate you pay on existing balances except in certain circumstances. For many changes, you have the right to opt out of the newly changed terms. However, I love this. There's always a however or a but. However, if you opt out, the card company might close your account. Oh, well, that's good. If your account is closed, you do not have to pay the balance in full immediately. This is a little catch-all. However, and there's that however, but you still are responsible for making payments until the balance is due. Depending on the card company's policy, you remember that policy, the 17 pages of superfine print where you need a microscope in order to read it. Your minimum payment may increase. Again, great word, may. Or it may not. Or it could. Or it's possible. Again, you got to love the language here. The amount of the new payment cannot be more than the amount needed to pay the balance off in 5 years. Okay, if you have that big of a debt and it takes you 5 years to pay it off, you got some serious problems, okay? And I'm not going to be friendly or nice about this. Pay off the damn credit card. And then there's some other covenants here, but you can see And credit card companies can really string you along. So my advice is be in charge of this thing. Don't let them be in charge of you. Be in charge of your credit card companies. FYI, and this is why I do this. You're going to go online, you're going to go, well, what's the best credit card out there? Well, for the people out there are getting a commission for promoting 10 credit cards. Just FYI, there's over 16,000 credit cards out there. 16,000. If somebody is pushing 10, well, they're doing it for one reason, and that's for themselves. So again, there are a lot of choices. My advice is use common sense here. One or two, maybe one. I know some people do a lot of traveling, and there's some benefits there, or there's some benefits to purchasing your daily needs, and you get a bit of a bonus. But really, is it worth it? No. We generally don't have enough time in a day to keep track of everything. So if you have 6 different credit cards and you're trying to pull out one particular credit card for a specific requirement, come on, really? Brett Williams, Frugal Finance. Hope that helped. I don't know. Give me your opinion. Tell me what you think about credit card companies. Share the love. Williams out.